In this episode of Schofield Welding, we have a job right now that is, we are certified as a Wyoming DOT welder. I have about 6 welders that are certified in that process. It's quite an extensive process to get that kind of paperwork, but once you have it, you're good for 3 years. We have a job right now, and I'm gonna call on it, and you guys can listen in on the audio and whatever else, names, whatever, it's gonna get bleeped out, just because it's none of your guys' concern who it is, but it'll give you kind of some experience on being on a phone call and how to handle a situation. A concrete company had cut into the girders. They've cut into the girders trying to cut out rebar, and man, they've cut into them substantially. They're in there a long ways. Right now, we've been tasked with how to repair it because we are the welding. We're certified to weld on this bridge. And so I'm calling this guy to figure out if he'd sent me the paperwork, who I need to get in contact with as far as making sure that this procedure is going to be what they want. The way you do that, the reason you do this is to move liability. You don't want this guy cut into a girder frickin' this far, right? They don't want to pull the girders out. All the frickin' rebar's been run on it. They are trying to repair it. Well, what happens is if this thing fails, they are coming after the repair guys that did it. And it's not that we don't know how to weld it. It's not that we don't know how to fix it. It's that we didn't cut this thing in the beginning, and so I want no liability on me as far as repairing it. You cut it. You decided that this is how we're gonna fix it, and you need me to come in here and fix it. What I'm trying to figure out is who to call as far as making sure that, you know, the engineers are stamped, the prints are stamped, the engineer says that this is going to flip and work. And then when I get done welding this thing, the inspector is going to come in and say, that works. You're good to go, right? Takes the liability off of me. Because a weld over time if you guys have never been under a bridge will flex. It looks like a wave running through this thing. And where they have cut into this thing, we're gonna put in a stronger piece of metal that's tying into this girder. Basically, that would be the weld. And it has a potential of cracking on the ends of it, which then would run a crack all the way through the girder. We gotta make sure that this is taken care of before we commit to, hey, we'll come out there and fix it, right? So let me call him and just see where he's at.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yes, hey, this is Jake Schofield. Hey, I was just giving you a call back. I haven't received that email yet with how you guys wanted to go about doing that. And then as far as who to talk to with YDOT to make sure that the procedures that they have in place, that's what they wanted, or if they want me to build procedures or like a step-by-step or what. Anyways, give me a call back. Just trying to get this kind of figured out, making sure it's done right. Anyways, we'll talk to you here in a bit. Thanks. Bye. 351-1013. Not always necessary to do that, but I always like to leave a phone number in case. These freaking phones do weird stuff all the time. Sometimes they'll show a voicemail with no phone number. Anyways, that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're just kind of trying to take care of situations at the moment, make sure that guys are getting moved to where they need to go. I have a job just finishing up, a snowmaking line that I need to get 3 guys moved over to do something else. That would be this job, and we just need to know how to fix it. Anyways, everybody, we'll talk to you here in a bit. Be blessed. See ya.